What up, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Fencer, Princer, SoundCloud, SoundClick? It's your boy Tone202, and the NFL is fixed. I'm getting ready to throw out some, as you white people call it, malarkey. One of you guys got to explain what malarkey is, because I don't feel like looking it up. Any hoozle, bust it. Thanks to my new subscribers, I got some new subs. New subs! I think one is a female. Got a female sub. That's what's up. Thanks for stopping by. We talk about God, aliens, football, the government, the army, military stuff like that. Rookie of the year to me is Juju Smith-Schuster. However, that will probably change according to whoever wins the Super Bowl. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Saints are touted to win against the Panthers. If they do, then Chimera is probably going to be, Chimera is probably going to be Rookie of the Year. If the Panthers somehow pull it out, it'll be Cooper Kupp. And if Pittsburgh pulls it out, it'll definitely be Juju Smith-Schuster. I'm saying all this to say that I like me some Juju Smith-Schuster. He's a great guy. He's a great sportsman. Other than that hit he put on, I forgot who it was, and then he looked over him and taunted him for it. That's not a good thing to do. But nonetheless, kid is out there balling. He's the youngest player, I think, in the NFL right now. He's 20 years old. He's lightning quick. And he is learning under Antonio Brown, which is a dynamite person to learn under. Unfortunately, Antonio Brown is hurt. He's questionable. He's questionable for when the Steelers actually do play. And there looks like they're going to play Jacksonville, who they lost against. However, I'm gonna say that, okay, so this is how this prediction's gonna go. But you guys gotta understand the timeline, okay? Because I don't just want to throw stuff out there and, without an understanding of why I'm saying something. Okay, so the reason why I'm talking about Juju, okay, let's do this. Let's go back. Let's go back to week 13. I made a prediction that came true, which was Antonio Brown is going to get hurt. And I said that because, and I also made a video about it, if you can go look. I said he's going to have a concussion, but he didn't. He has turf toe. But the reason why I said this is because they needed to lose against the Pats. And I believe they needed to lose against the Pats so they can get home field advantage. Nonetheless, they were not going to... Okay, so the Pats were during the end of the year, were not in danger of being like in the wild card or anything. Okay? Even if they lost to the Steelers, they were still going to be like the number 3 seed or something like that. You were looking at number 1 seed for the longest, pretty much throughout the normal season, a regular season, was Philadelphia until Carson Wentz went down. That to me is not a mistake. Carson Wentz being hurt and out of it, that's not a mistake to me. I believe that was on purpose. Okay, now follow me. Carson Wentz goes down, right? Those guys balling out of control. Now they have a quarterback that everybody doubts, Nick Foles. Okay, boom. Moving on, right? So I'm like, Antonio Brown is going to get hurt. Now, these are questionable injuries. It's like you don't know when they're coming back. Okay, so now look also how Aaron Rodgers got hurt. Wasn't able to come back until the end of the season and still didn't play. Boom. That's another team that could beat the Pats. Gone. Boom. Sit down. Those guys don't even make it to the playoffs. Out of it. Okay, so it seems to me everybody who's a threat to the Pats either got hurt, didn't make it to the playoffs, and or got into the playoffs and got wiped out in the first round. Who else was that? The Chiefs. I said it the day before the Chiefs played. The Chiefs are going to lose. What happened? And I said the Chiefs are going to lose and it's going to be a close one. They need to make it look good. Boom. They lost. It was a close one. They made it look good. Okay? So those predictions that I put out, they were correct. Okay? Now, to the gematria guys out there, this is how you do it. You don't go 5 plus 2 equals 7, 72 equals the time that George Washington brushed his teeth, and then there are 72 stars in the sky tonight that equal Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in the third stanchion of the, some whatever. Okay, you don't do that. You say something, you stick by it. If it happens, it happens. All right? This is why I don't follow gematria. Because they're always after the fact. Nonetheless, if I was wrong, I really didn't care about being wrong. But I'm saying all these things to add up to this prediction here. Juju Smith-Schuster is going to get hurt. Why? Because in the game that they played against the Pats, where Jesse James caught the ball and everybody said it wasn't a catch, they would have beat the Pats during that game. Also, they have a middle linebacker that's out. I don't know if he came back yet, but this was like a month ago when I read this report. I read it today, but it was 20-something days ago. So I don't know if he's still out. I don't know if he's back. But back then, Juju Smith also had a hurt hamstring. But if Antonio Brown plays, he's going to play hurt. If Juju Smith-Schuster plays, he's going to get hurt. Why is this going to happen? Because Pittsburgh is still a threat. And Juju Smith is the number one threat. Not Antonio Bell. I'm sorry. Not, what's his name? Bell. What's his first name? I'm sorry. Not Bell. Not Antonio Brown. This guy right here. And why I say Antonio Brown? Because we all know that he's hurt. He has turf toe. They'll key in on that and they will punch you in the foot. If you don't think that can happen or that players don't do that, you need to go back and check out what the Saints were doing back when they won the Super Bowl back in 2009. Okay? This guy right here is going to get hurt. Now here's my clear prediction. And once again, if I'm wrong, it's not a big deal to me. Because the way some of you guys reply to some of the stuff I say, it's almost like I was talking about your mother or something. Talking bad about her, too. Like, just came out and was just like, when your mother sits around the house, she sits around the house. Like, I don't even know you guys, but you come at me. One guy wanted me to die. It's just like, but this is sports. I don't even watch the games. Like, chill. Go have a V8. Nonetheless, here's what I think is going to happen. I think Juju Smith-Schuster is going to do one of these right here, and he's going to make a guy run with his head, flying back like Sideshow Bob, like this guy. Let's just look at that footage right here. Look at this guy's head. Okay, anyway, so looked like something in the playground when you were like 10. You can't catch me. Give me back my ball. Anyways, I always hated the faster kids because I really couldn't catch them and they would take your ball. Nonetheless, what I'm saying is he's going to get hurt in the next game, which is against the Jags. Okay? So, here's what I was thinking. I had two thoughts in my head for what I'm actually predicting for Juju. One of them is he either gets hurt, playing against the Jags, and Pittsburgh beats the Jags. I'm going to say this right now. Pittsburgh will beat the Jags. If I'm wrong, that's fine. But that's my prediction, and I'm sticking to that. Okay? That's my prediction. I'm putting that out there. Pittsburgh will beat the Jags. All right? Sorry the Bills couldn't knock them off, but we kind of knew that was going to happen. Okay? Pittsburgh will beat the Jags. All right? So, when they play the Jags defense is going to have to step up and try to beat Pittsburgh like they did before. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think Ben Roethlisberger is going to shred them apart, or Bell is going to get in the game and do something wicked to him if he's playing. One way or the other, they're going to stack the front line, and Smith Schuster is going to get behind him, and he's going to have a big game. Big game. So here's what I'm predicting. He either gets hurt at the end of this game in the third quarter, or he gets hurt when they play against the Pats in the third quarter. All I can see is him getting hurt in the third quarter. It's kind of weird. I'm sorry, I can't pinpoint the game. But I know he's going to get hurt, and I know it's going to be a deciding factor to a close game. And this is what's going to help the Pats have a clear channel to play against the Rams. I don't think that we're going to be seeing Drew Brees. It really doesn't matter if the Pats play the Saints, but I'm going with the Rams, even though the Saints are more of a favorite because of Drew Brees, because of Kamara, because of that dynamite backfield they got, you know. So if the Rams lose, it's not a big deal to me. All I'm saying is the Pats will win the Super Bowl. Juju Smith-Schuster will get hurt, and that will be a deciding factor in the game. Your two top-tier wide receivers for Pittsburgh who've been making a bunch of great plays are going to be taken out. Just like a lot of other injuries that have happened in order so a team won't be a threat. Same thing. Listen, Smith went down yesterday. Alex Smith he didn't go down as far as injury, but they lost 28-3 lead and you lose. When have we seen this before? Recently. We saw it in the Super Bowl. It was almost the same doggone score. Now, there's something for you, Gematria, guys. We saw the same thing in the freaking Super Bowl. And what did everybody say? They said, damn, bro, look at those moves. No, what everybody said, it was fixed. All right? That's what everybody said. Do it, brother. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so this your boy Tone 202. I'm just going to throw that out there. He's either going to get hurt in the Jags game or he's going to get hurt in the third quarter of the Pats game. Pats are going to win the Super Bowl. It's your boy Tone 202. Once again, God loves you. Don't forget, get yourself saved. Find yourself a group of people who are praying and worshiping the Lord thy God.